What is going on? Welcome back to another video on the JS Performance YouTube channel, to another week in the shop. It is Tuesday already. We have Tyler back there. Where you been, cock guy? Yeah, he's faking it.
I've been sick as a doggus, got the freaking flu that's been going around, but I'm back and I'm better than ever. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm the exact same. And I missed out on seeing the VL first start. Ooh, how'd that turbo sound?
Big ass turbo, as Tyler would say. Yeah, we got the VL started last week. Yeah, it's been another crazy week this week. We had a McLaren 570S rock up yesterday, which I should have filmed. That's very cool. Probably going to be doing a titanium exhaust on that thing and letting her scream. So that will be very cool. We had Cam's 33 GTR just leave, and I forgot to film some cool stuff we did on that. We wired and plumbed his AES valve, but we also did a bunch of wiring and random ass things. But he had this CAN bus gauge that replaces the clock in the dash on a 33. Plugged straight into the Haltech and would read absolutely anything you wanted from the Haltech, which is very, very cool. I might put a photo or something up somewhere. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. So go follow me on Instagram, JS Performance Garage. And also, subscribe to the channel if you do. Hit the like button. Let's get started on another week down here at the shop and see what we get up to. I think we're going to be taking the VL for its first test drive and bedding the motor in a little bit and a bunch of other stuff.
Road tune. Punch it, Donnie.
Punch it, Donnie. I did mention in the last video that we're going to show you how to get a Haltech IC7 dash engineered in your car, and we didn't show you, but Tyler's actually doing it now, and I'm going to run you through it right now. So I had a few people ask about, how you can get a car engineered with the IC7 or UC10 digital display. And it used to be really tricky because the Haltech had pre-configured lights that would come up. So the biggest thing you need is when you turn your ignition on, it needs to have like your battery light and all those factory lights light up and then go away when you start the car. Used to be really hard to do. And you could add like separate pilot lights that aren't a part of the dash to fill the spots. But Haltech have just released a beta update for the dashes where you can custom configure your dash however you like, which is so cool. So now we can configure it to have everything that it needs. It also needs speedo, indicators, headlights, high beams, handbrake. All that needs to be configured into the dash, and it needs to have a working odometer, which it will have if you've got a speed input into it. So we can have a look at the list this engineer's done for this car. Now, you can see what they've said there. So speedo, which is within 10% of real speed. Brake warning light, so there's a switch on the master cylinder when your brakes fail. Tyler's wiring that up now. The parking brake, when the parking brake's on. Green arrows for the indicators. Illumination functionality, so variable illumination, which the dash has. High beam indicator, headlight on indicator, gear indicator, and odometer. So we've hooked up a gear indicator, just a linear position sensor on the Turbo 400. Haltech actually sell a kit for the Turbo 400. So we're going to configure gear position. It's already got speed, it's already got indicators, headlights, high beams, and park brake. And Tyler's wiring up this switch here. So there's a little switch on the bottom of the master, which is for brake fail. So Mr. Sloan. So once all the wiring's done, which it will be shortly, we'll plug in and configure it and show you. Now, VL, I've done a couple of things. Got catch can lines. Currently replacing the sensor for the home. That sensor failed on us. Still waiting on the delete for the Dizzy. Finally got my Raceworks brake booster one-way valve, so I can do a braided line for our brake booster. So there's our little adapter there that goes in the brake booster, and then we can do a -6 braided line for the brake booster. Gonna fix this, do that, bleed coolant, make sure it's all running right with the new hall sensor, and she'll almost be ready for a test drive. Need the dizzy delete, and we got a bracket on its way for the 9-inch diff so we can put a speed sensor. The wiring's already down there. We've got the hall sensor. We just got to put it on a nice little bracket that's on its way. Anyway, let's do it.
We're about to find out.
Whoa, that's a good looking dash, mate.
What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Drives pretty good. Go on, open the valve.
Not yet. Just hit boost cut.
Yeah. Nice. So I got a pretty fun job for Tarly once he's done with the 33. I gave him 3 guesses. What do you reckon it is?
Apparently it's a really shit job. So my first guess was rear main seal.
Yeah.
Because God knows. Oh, there's coolant leaking, isn't there? Oh, my second guess was, what was my second guess? A head drain or something. Third guess, don't know. What is it?
You ready?
I got another thing coming apparently.
You ready? You ready, Tarly? You gotta replace the heater box.
Oh, I hate you so That's some bullshit. No.
So what is that?
How did I not think of that?
What does that entail, Tarly?
Oh, please don't tell me it's the whole dash out. You're
It definitely
such a
is.
bitch. Fuck, needed that. You got me throwing things, mate.
How do you feel?
I don't know if you guys have ever done a dash out job, but that is unbelievably sharp. That is not okay. Who said yes to this job? How much are you getting paid for this?
Well, I knew that you were going to be doing it. So
Yeah, no shit. This is how it's been working recently. I've just been doing fucking timing belts and front main seals for days on end, and he's just building freaking VL Commodore. Oh, this thing's so sick. Big
you
turbo.
actually
Look
never-
how nice my plumbing is, bro. Look at my welds.
You'll never guess what's coming in next week.
Oh, don't you dare. I'm gonna say V35 sharp box.
Oh, no.
Not as bad as that.
No, it is a chaser. But
Ah.
what are you doing to the chaser? Diving belt and water
Stop booking in time belt and water pumps. I'm over it. I want to do some welding.
Oh, it's too much.
You guys suck.
Too much. Oh, thanks, Tyler. We all appreciate you, mate.
Yeah.
It's also what you get for taking a week off sick, so.
Look, when you know the job's going to be done right, I know. You just can't say no, can you?
Alright, so got the IC7 dash in this one, and with the latest software update Haltech did, you can actually modify and configure the dash however you want, which makes this job a whole lot easier because now you can select which icons you want to come up on the dash like that, which is the most important thing when engineering one of these, is having the icons come up with the ignition, go away when the car starts, but then also come back if your brakes fail or your battery drops or there's a check engine light, something like that. So this car's already had an engineer look over it and he's provided a list of what he requires of the Haltech dash. If I go into the software here, you can have a look. So we've done some generic conditions. So for the check engine light, if the check engine light is on, we want the light to be on, but also if the engine isn't running, we want the light to be on. So they're the conditions we've done for that. Same for the brake fail switch. Engine not running, light on, so that's with the ignition. And then when the brake fail switch actually fails, we also want the light to come on. So they're the conditions there. And then we've also got a light here, so that's our park light source. So we go park lights and we get a green park light indicator, which we need. We've got the handbrake, of course, up there. And we got our indicators as well. And then we also have our high beam symbol there. And then, yeah, all those 4 icons there. We've got speed, we've got odometer, we've got gear position. That's pretty straightforward. And when you start the car, turn our lights off, these icons will all go away. Just like that. So that's it. This dash is ready to be certified by the engineer and be road legal, so cops cannot hassle you with having a digital display. Alrighty, it is Friday morning. This week has gone very quickly. It's just been a bit all over the shop, but the VL is going to be leaving us. It's a bittersweet moment. This thing has been absolutely flawless since that first start. Everything, all the wiring, plumbing, everything's just worked mint. The gearbox is mint. The base map that Danello's chucked in it is really good. We went for another drive last night, rebed the brakes in, calibrate the speedo because we got that installed. And yeah, this thing is cracker. Such a good setup. I'm sure it's going to be a very reliable and quick car. I'm just going to jack this corner up and give the radiator one last bleed. But yeah, this thing's going on the truck. It's going back to the place that did the diff so they can stop the springs rubbing on the diff housing and button up a couple of things there. And then this thing will go down to Danello's Performance and make all the power in the world. Such a good car. We do still need to do ourselves a little bit of a custom dash, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna jack it up and start bleeding that. There she goes. Alright, she's winding down. Factory's looking empty. Couple cars left, but smashed out a few jobs. Got some factory space once again. Ready for a chaotic week next week. Tomorrow I'm going to drive the Crusader down to Keep It Reats open day. I've been doing a little bit of a tune-up on the Haltech there, so I think I'm just going to street tune the Crusader. Yeah, see how it goes. So it needs a bit of work. I took it for a drive yesterday. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, the fueling's a bit all over the place. But I just put a very special motor onto the engine stand to start the build. Oof. Billet, main caps, ARP studs.
You can't see the best bit.
Real street.
If you know, you know. Is it? Oh yeah, there's one on there as well.
Yeah, so this is the 2JZ for Jason from Keeper Eats. New V3 wagon. So the machine work is all done and we are ready to do the final clean, paint, assemble, measure, all the good stuff. So she's on the engine stand and yeah, first things first, well, I'm gonna pull the billet mains out, clean the block a bit more, a lot more, and then we're gonna look at getting some paint on it, and then we'll look at replacing the Welsh plugs and just start doing some things. Start doing some things. Drilled many holes today?
Shut the fuck up.
Crossover episode.